Welcome back to African Resistance. Heroes of the Motherland, the series where the forgotten warriors of Africa rise again to claim their rightful place in history. If you're new here, hit that subscribe, like, and tap the bell icon because these stories deserve to be heard, shared, and passed on. Today, we journey to West Africa to meet a man who built an empire with iron and fire, a strategist, a scholar, and a sword of resistance. They called him Africa's Napoleon. We call him Samori Ture. The year is 1830. In the highlands of Guinea, a boy is born into the Dyula trading people. His name, Samori Ture. As a child, he watches his mother taken captive in a local war. But Samori does not break. He trades himself into servitude to win her freedom. That act alone tells you everything. Honor, sacrifice, strategy. These are the seeds of an empire. As foreign powers creep into Africa, French muskets on the horizon, missionaries preaching surrender, Samori Ture begins to rise. He builds a professional army, trained like European forces, but rooted in African strength. He arms them with rifles. He trains them to march, to maneuver, to outthink the invaders. And from 1861 onward, Samori transforms his homeland into the Wassoulou Empire, a kingdom born not from conquest alone, but from a vision of African sovereignty. When the French come for him, expecting easy victory, Samori answers with thunder. He launches guerrilla warfare that stuns the colonizers. He strikes supply lines. He melts into forests, then hits again, like a hammer, in the dark. For over 15 years, France throws everything they have at him, but Samori Ture refuses to kneel. Even as other kingdoms fall, he adapts, retreating, regrouping, rebuilding. He moves his entire empire eastward across hundreds of miles. On foot, with civilians, with purpose. Samori was not just a warrior, he was a statesman. He opened Islamic schools, developed administrative systems, and built alliances with local chiefs. He was a man of faith and fire. Quoting the Quran by morning, commanding armies by dusk, to his people, he was more than king. He was protector, father flame that would not die. But resistance has a cost. By 1898, after decades of war, facing betrayal, dwindling resources, and relentless French pressure, Samori is finally captured. But even in chains, the French could not claim his spirit. They exiled him to Gabon, far from his homeland. There, in silence and dignity, he died in 1900. But Samori Ture is not gone. His blood runs through the veins of freedom. His story lives in Guinea, Mali, and Côte d'Ivoire, and his spirit rose again through his great-grandson Ahmed, Guinea's first president and another fierce voice against colonization. Samori Ture proved that resistance is not a moment. It is a legacy. They called him Africa's Napoleon, but the difference is clear. Napoleon conquered for empire. Samori fought to preserve his people's freedom. So remember his name, remember his fire, because heroes die once, but resistance lives forever. This is African Resistance. Heroes of the Motherland. Up next on African Resistance, we sail to the shores of Haiti to meet a revolutionary whose roar shook empires, Toussaint Louverture, the slave who crushed Napoleon. Don't miss it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep the flame of our heroes burning. Thanks for watching.